Hello. Today I am doing a video outside of the house. First time that I have done this in a long time. And the reason why I'm doing it is because two things. One of them is I did do the injection. Now it's 3 weeks that I've done it, and there has been no reprieve from the pain, and so you can see that the dark shadows. The other thing is also that I'm gonna not give up on it. I am gonna try and do it again. They've told me already that, from the support group, and I'm not gonna give up on it. I did speak to my therapist, and that was a really rough session, and not only rough on me, but rough on my wife, and it's emotionally hard and physically hard. The pain is not subsiding. It's somehow it's intensified. My immune system has been really racked up. Let's just say that my body's been thrown to the wall per se, and so it's not a good thing. Today, the pain is still there. Here feels like it's swollen, this eye is smaller than the other. And then I did receive a message from someone who has been seeing my videos and actually found me, and she wrote she wrote like some things that reminded me of when I was looking for answers in the beginning 2 years ago, and questions about her job and her life, and about not wanting to go out and talking to people. And I'll tell you something. I found migraines over 20 years ago. Well, let's say that. Let me reverse that. It found me. And out of the blue, I found myself in excruciating pain. And from that point on, I knew that I was going on a very wild ride, and found several ways of dealing with it. And I know I've spoke of that. And throughout my life, I've had 3 children, and I've had several operations. I've had back surgery and dealt with that, and nothing can compare to this pain. I have a very high tolerance for pain, and this pain is the worst possibly that I've had to deal with. The nauseousness, the dizziness. There was a point where I literally could not move, because just being standing up, it felt like if I was on a boat. The vertigo was horrific. So I had to take a pill in order for me not to throw up, and to somehow try to control the dizziness. And I've had multiple tests regarding the EMTs and the ear, throat, and nose, and all of this, and so it's been a life-changing experience. So when this happened, I had my dream job. I worked from home. I didn't have to do no sales, no nothing, just customer service. That's all I did. Worked from home, didn't deal with anyone or anything. I loved it. My job required for me to just take care of my customer, and my supervisor was happy with me. I had really top. I was good, and I had high achievements, top performer, to the point where they were asking me to see if I can work from an office here nearby my area where I lived, and head one of the offices here, and I was working towards that. And out of the blue, before my birthday, it hit. It felt like a hot poker in my eye. Up here, it felt like, big steel needles coming in here in my ear. And all of a sudden, I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, I couldn't speak. And I just couldn't do anything. I told my supervisor I had to go to the ER. I felt like I was having I don't know. I mean, I just didn't know what I was having. They thought I was having a stroke, and they put me in the CT scans and the MRIs, and checking my heart, and then a doctor said, "Oh no, you have trigiminal neuralgia," and they gave me, a whole bunch of medication and sent me home. Come to find out, the first neurologist screwed me over, thinking I had syphilis, and they screwed that up because it was a mistake, and I went through horrific nightmares for a couple of weeks until they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, that was an error." And he was like, "You're the 1% that I can't help." So he transferred me over to this wonderful doctor in Loma Linda. And this neurologist, I love him, Dr. Bravo, did more tests. And he actually pinpointed that I had, I'm sorry. It's hard to talk. Usually before I could talk on, and now there's a limited time this condition allows me. Hemecrania continua. That's what the doctor said. Whew. So that condition says that the pain doesn't stop ever, and whatever you take, it just doesn't stop the pain. And anyway, the TN, which is trigeminal neuralgia, also known as a suicide headache, because usually people tend to end their lives within 2 years. And hemicrania continua is also a very bad situation, because there's nothing relatively that they can give you. Then I come to find out that I am a case where I'm in between these two, where I have both, and like I'm in the middle of both of them, and so therefore I'm 24/7, and I get pain here, pain all here, and so it's called TAC. So that's why I'm an anomaly, like I tell my wife, and so therefore, I joke about how I'm an alien, or I have an alien inside of me. A sense of humor is always a helpful thing in life, But after everything that's happened, I couldn't work anymore because I can't see the computer like I used to. I can't multitask. I can't speak. I can't do much. And so therefore, as of last year in December, I was retired per my job. And as of last October, per Social Security, I am permanent disability. It's a permanent disability status. So therefore, that's how it is. I got very depressed because I've been working ever since I was 15 years old. And I am in my 50s, so it's a hard thing when you're a workaholic. And I've worked before I had kids, and I only took a break when I had my children. And even though I had back surgery that took a chunk of time, after I had surgery, I worked my butt off. And sometimes even this job, when I was working here, I worked overtime. And believe me, even my wife got on my case over that. So that's where I'm at right now. There are times when I get really, really sad, and there are times when I understand why. So I hope that answers some questions. I'm going to take a stop now because it's hurting to talk. And anyway, I do hope that your Sunday is a good one. Please be gentle with yourselves. I hope that you take a moment to reflect that life is precious, and that just be kind and be gentle, and hug your loved ones. And I hope that you can comment, and I'm here if you need to talk. And again, this is all for your information, and if I can help anyone, again, I'm here. I hope that I can and will answer anything if I can. If not, then just do your research. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.